Mental strength is about overcoming weak thoughts. Before we can succeed in anything, we first need to overcome doubt, self-doubt, and fear. We need to strengthen the walls of our constitution to a level of confidence that they can handle such success and withstand enemy attack in whatever form that might take, often just simply low self-esteem. A weak mind is typically the first to quit, the first to walk away, or the first to say, I can't. It's the first to fear. It's the first and the easiest to be manipulated. It's the first to feel hurt or offended. Weak minds are the first to fall to tall poppy syndrome type attacks from family or close friends, typically those we'd expect to be on our side. It's the first to let fears stop them, the first to be led by the wrong people. At the root, it's where all mental illness is born. A weak mind will fall to social pressures. What the low self-esteem demand, we tolerate. And although such things have never worked for anyone, those of a weak mind will accept it. There's little point committing to a new goal if our mind is weak. You'll most likely be talked out of it in a second. First obstacle, you'll be done. Something gets a little bit hard, you'll walk away. An unpleasant task shows up, and you're gone. There's also little point hiring or partnering with the weak mind. Chances are they'll quit and just leave you hanging. A strong mind will set a worthwhile dream or goal into action and walk towards it unswayed, though paradise might tempt them. Though they might come under the most fierce attacks, 10,000 bulldozers couldn't slow them down. They've done the homework, and they've taken counsel from those who have already succeeded, the only that can really guide them forward. They're certainly not interested in the opinions of peasant talk. Counsel from the weak or those not in unison with their dream typically means nothing to them. You can insult them all day long, and they won't be offended. Typically in response, they'll love you back because that's just the type of person they are. Put a barrier in front of them, and they'll go around it to the left, round it to the right. They'll go over the top. They'll jump in by parachute. They'll dig a tunnel and come in from underneath, or they'll just bust right through the middle. Negative attacks will not slow them down. In fact, they just make them stronger and more determined. The hurts and defeats that life can throw our way are nothing more than stepping stones to help us build our inner strength. We might claim that life is unfair or that person shouldn't have done that, and maybe you're right, but that's not the point. The real point is, how do you respond? Do you respond with weakness, which might show itself as retaliation or pity party or vengeance or all of those negative qualities that just bring us bad health? Or do we respond through strength, which shows itself as forgiveness and remaining generally unfazed by it, keeping strong to the task? Every promotion life offers is preceded by a test. How many times do we see people walk away right on the edge of promotion? Life got a little bit tough, the situation got a little bit tough, and they ditched and ran. But if the problems that you're currently going through is no more than testing for the next level of life, the infinite needs to know that you're worthy of next level, that you've earned it, and that you're strong enough to survive at that level. Or maybe you'll just as quickly fall back. To build a strong mind, we must replace weak thoughts with strong thoughts until strong thoughts become the only thoughts, our mind tenants. Many will have to overcome hurts of the past that still anger them today. Mental strength means lifting our mind above such thoughts, forgiving, if only for our own benefit, enabling us finally to move on. Mental strength comes from carefully monitoring self-talk, especially when under fire. What we say when nobody's listening can take us to the top, or it can take us to the bottom. And be it either way, nobody can see why, because it happened in the silence of your mind. Mental strength comes from specifically written affirmations, read and repeated thousands upon thousands of times until they become the constitution on which our life is built. It comes from carefully chosen association, who we spend our time around. I've quit well-paid jobs simply because of negative association. Let me just tell you, no job's worth that. The mentorship I chose just so happened to be on the other side of the world, and I traveled there frequently to learn from them and grow. That's how seriously we take it. Mental strength is about getting onto a solid reading program with a very specific type of book. It's about understanding infinite law and the invisible forces that govern the universe, perfect in nature. It's like hidden wiring that leads from cause to effect. Whatever your dream, whatever your goal, big or small, sooner or later it will require of you mental strength. So as you build your dream, build a strong mind.